Fuck you.
What is up, fuckers and fuckettes? How are you? Oh, God.
Oh, it's been a shitty day.
Oh.
But we're here. FTW Entertainment with an episode of Inside the Ropes. See how we did that? We kept things similar for you guys a little bit, but we changed it up because I just figured FTW suits me so much. Because if you know me personally, I think most people are stupid and most things are stupid, so it just works. Are we on a timer right now? We are. Wow. I guess I had to delete something, so we're going to have to keep it short.
All right.
So, we're going to do a Inside the Ropes real quick on Raw's 25th anniversary. I know we're a little late on that, but, hey, shit happens. And we're also going to do a quick preview of NXT and the Royal Rumble. First, Raw's 25th anniversary. It was not stupid. I don't care who's saying it was. Maybe if you were a fan in one of the two buildings, you were a little upset because you missed out on some stuff. Like, obviously, the smaller set wasn't used for as much. But you probably should have realized you were going to miss out when a 3-hour show was being done in two locations.
Mm-hmm.
Just a theory of mine here. It's still only 3 hours. There's two different locations. One's got like 60,000 people in it, while the other one's got like 10,000 in it. Which one are they going to use more?
Probably the bigger arena.
It would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought Raw's 25th anniversary was pretty fucking good.
It was.
It was great. The only thing I just didn't like out of the
The
overall
ending.
thing is the
The
ending, because it was the
ending,
same
yes.
thing, basically.
Yeah.
The way it went off air definitely did not sit right with me. Beyond that, I thought the Stone Cold opener was fantastic.
Oh, it was
Yes.
great.
I thought it was the perfect way to kick off a Raw anniversary was with Stone Cold and the McMahons in the ring together.
And 3 stunners.
Did you see the freaking photo that Shane put up on Twitter about him saying grateful to share the ring with Stone Cold, and it was him midair falling after the stunner, spewing like a
Because
fountain?
it's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Getting
It
stunned,
was a funny-ass photo, to be honest.
Getting stunned by Austin is like, hitting a home run. It's just an amazing moment in life. Okay? But beyond that, if you went into this honestly thinking you were going to see a Raw filled with action, then you're kind of stupid. I knew what this was going to be. This was going to be more of a celebration of the
That's
best.
how it was for Raw 1000.
It literally was just Raw 1000, except with Raw 1000, the
And I'm
ending
sorry,
actually delivered.
Whoever said that the DX moment was fucking annoying and stupid and
I thought the DX moment was
the
awesome.
DX was,
I thought that was
the
my
DX
favorite
moment
segment.
was one of the best moments in the
I've
night.
heard people complain because it was in the old school arena, but if you listen to what Triple H said, they did it in the old school arena because that's where they started. That's where it all started for them. They wanted to do that in the old school arena. And for everybody complaining, that was a moment they gave to that arena.
Yeah.
Think about how long it's been since that arena got used anyway.
Not for nothing here. What did you really want from them? Did you want them to put on a normal Raw, plus have all these great things tied into it? They would have had to gone 6 hours.
Yeah.
There was no way to do this. So what they did was they took a break from all the normal bullshit, with the exception of
kayfabe went out the window.
the Reigns and Miz match, which was actually really good, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
What other matches did they have that night? There weren't a lot of them.
Wyatt and Broken Matt.
Wyatt and Broken Matt. I thought that match was...
The Club versus
The Revival?
Revival.
Oh, God, that was such a horrible match for the Revival.
No, the Revival.
we know
It's terrible for the Revival.
We see where the
But it's
Revival
just
stands now.
They're I called it when we were watching it. They've gotten out of shape.
They've fallen
It was
from
also
grace.
kind of cool for the club, though, to see them go out there and dominate and bully someone. Maybe this whole Balor Club reformation is as good as we hoped it was going to be for them.
Plus, the whole Too Sweet thing was fucking...
Oh,
Come
that
on.
was awesome.
I'm sorry. If you didn't enjoy that moment, there's something wrong with you.
Come on, you finally got your cross brand between DX or the Click and the Bullet Club.
I heard a lot of people saying that,
Mixing
too. They
in.
were complaining, Scott Hall wasn't part of DX.
He was part of the Click.
He was part of the Click. That's why he was out there. That's why they all two sweeted together because they were all the clique. That's where that started, folks. And I'm sorry to also tell you this. This wasn't really for this generation, honestly.
It wasn't.
The 25th anniversary was more for my generation.
Yep.
That's what they really tapped into.
I
Now,
started watching right toward the end of the Attitude Era.
were there moments that they could have done probably a little bigger? If they had more time, I'm sure they could have.
Yeah.
Like the women when they came out, I'm sure they wanted to give them more time and actually do something. But there's only so much time in a show here.
Exactly.
And amidst everything else, they had to put on some actual matches. People are complaining about the Cena moment, that he got jobbed out by Elias.
What?
Okay, but here's
saying.
the
Come
thing.
on. At least it was better than Super Cena.
But wait a minute, here's my thing. They're developing an actual storyline from what I understand for this.
Yeah.
Between Cena and Elias.
And the plan is right now to have Cena actually put Elias over.
Well, everyone's big on Elias right
To
now.
move Elias to the next level. And if that's the plan, they couldn't have Cena go out there and Super Cena his ass.
Because nobody's going to take him seriously.
Because then who would take him seriously?
He would've
Everyone's
been-
eating out of the palm of his hand right now.
He would have been dead buried at that very moment. He would have been done. He would have been pointless. The Dudleys coming out,
That was great.
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
Although Devon kind of looks like he let himself go.
They both let themselves go. It's obvious, but they're also both getting old.
Yeah.
Having Rhino out there for it
That
was
was
cool.
great.
You know, there was a lot of great moments in this. I'm sorry if you didn't see them all.
Finn Balor getting to share the ring and fucking
He
throw
never
up a
stopped
two-sweet
smiling. He never
with
stopped
his
smiling.
favorite stable of all time.
Listen, this was simple. This was a celebration of Raw. This was not meant to be one of the greatest Raws you've ever seen with these amazing matches. This was meant to be a celebration of Raw.
It was Raw 1000 2.0. That's exactly what it was.
And that's what you got. And they did a good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people are just sitting here looking for things to complain about these days.
It's not for this generation.
I mean, like, the only thing I didn't like was just really the main event. That's it. Between the whole thing with Braun, Kane, and
Yeah,
Lesnar.
the way it went off air was...
That was a typical thing, though, and it was, like, really fucking...
Like, we were expecting
Weird.
something else and shit like that.
I saw all the legends coming out. I'm like, oh, yeah, all these guys are going to stop Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, and Kane. Well, maybe
But not
Kane.
that, am I the only one who had vibes going into the main event that there was a slight possibility that CM Punk might return?
Well, we had heard a lot about
We heard a
Punk.
lot.
But come on, them acknowledging him? We haven't heard any acknowledgement until this year
he
started.
Personally, I think the acknowledgement thing is just WWE's way of opening the door.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Punk having anything to do on his end. I think it's WWE trying to
Tell him to come back.
show Punk like, hey, we're open to the idea. You should come talk to us.
And Punk's going
Yeah, but
broke
we
right
haven't
now.
had anything like that in a while, and this is like the first time because like I've heard so many dozens of rumors. Oh, like he's gonna come back. Oh, there's a pay-per-view in Chicago, and they're looking for a big star to sell, or some
Okay,
shit like. No,
okay.
no, let me finish. Like, and they're looking to sell it, or some shit like that. They're all stupid rumors. Some of them have some value to it, but in my head, I'm like, oh no, it's not gonna happen.
You know,
but for
I-
this Raw, I actually thought there
It was gonna
might be a
happen.
chance.
But you know, I love that when people say, "Oh, Punk might return." Well, what's your source? Oh, WWE's in Chicago, and
Well, no, my bigger thing would be just stop. Like, he's not returning until it makes sense on both ends.
Yeah, like, and,
WWE
We're just not there yet. Punk is just not. He's getting there. I promise you. He's going broke. I don't care what anybody says.
and Dana White
All you
cleared
got to
him
do
for.
is pay attention.
And White cleared him for one, as White said, one last shot with the fight. One more. Because he said, I'm not done with him. I just agreed for him to have another fight that he's training for now.
So he's going to get.
So he has
more.
one more shot.
One more fight with the UFC.
point is, WWE left their doors open.
So
Yeah.
Will Punk take it? We don't know.
Depends
did I
on how
have
this
any
fight goes.
complaints from Raw's 25th anniversary? Well, besides the ending,
The only
Um,
other thing I can complain about,
besides Christian
Yeah.
not having Edge with him,
Yeah.
that was a
too.
downer. But apparently Edge was busy, so there's not much you could do about that.
three more things actually.
And then
Nash wasn't there,
He was injured. He just got done
they
doing
said
surgery.
why he wasn't there, though.
but still,
You can't really
Would've been
give that
nice.
a down if he
You
announced
can't
beforehand.
give Raw down for that, though.
no Lita. I was very upset about that.
They never announced her for that either.
No, but she still should have been there.
She was.
Yeah.
She was
But
on
again-
commercials and shit.
Again,
Yeah, but they never announced her as a
Who knows
guest.
why she wasn't there?
What was the last thing?
I don't know.
I'm lost.
You're
Continue.
going into bitching mode now, just looking for things to cry about. Toughen up, Cupcake. My legitimate gripe is this. They were heavy on the Attitude Era. That was easy to see because and whether people want to admit this or not, the Attitude Era was the greatest era in sports entertainment.
Absolutely.
You missed a huge part of the Attitude Era. 2 huge parts. The Rock and Mick Foley.
Yep.
Not having those 2 guys there for me was the only downside to the night.
Another thing a lot of people are bitching about is The Undertaker.
He's 90. Stop. They're like, oh, it wasn't even like him. It was... No, he did more of an old school kind of entrance.
And not only that, if you noticed, he's wearing different attires than the stuff he left in the ring. Whatever he left in the ring, he wasn't wearing, and the promo he cut was confusing as fuck.
Was basically telling everybody he's done.
No, that's not it at all.
No, the promo...
If you listen to what he said, it's just like, wait, what?
No,
Because
the
he just
promo-
pretty much told everybody that he's put to rest, that now they can truly rest in peace.
The
What the
promo-
hell does that mean?
That, to me, the whole spot felt like they called him, said, you know, it's our 25th anniversary, you have to be there. He didn't really seem like he wanted to be there,
But they said months ago that he was going to be there.
but it seemed like they wanted him there, obviously. It's Raw's 25th anniversary. It did not seem like he wanted to be there, though. It didn't seem like he was very amped up about it.
No.
But cut the man some slack. He's been there since the very first Raw aired.
None of that. I'm hearing so many freaking interviews with superstars like Woke and
Hey, you
Matt
know-
and all these people saying, "Oh, he still wants to go." I'm just like, "What's done is done." Like,
I'm
come
hearing
on.
people say, oh, well, you know, Cena was there. How about hyping up WrestleMania?
Would that match even be as good as we
I
want it to
really
be?
pray to God that's not what's happening at Mania.
God
Because
help him if he takes it AA.
it is going to be horrible. It is going to be a god-awful match. Taker cannot go anymore, folks. He cannot go anymore. He doesn't have it anymore.
If you saw how he looked,
Everybody chanting the "you still got it" and one more match. You're trying to get the man killed. Because he
If you saw-
doesn't have it anymore.
if you saw how he looked on Raw, he did not look well.
It took him. It was hard for him to get down on a knee.
It was hard for him to even make the fucking speech.
Okay? Never mind, you know, just replay the last few Manias in your head, if you will. Every one of them has ended with him having a hard time standing up. Every one of them has looked like he was literally gasping for breath and dragging himself to the finish line of these matches.
He had a stroke at one of them.
You know, so
Which one was that?
listen,
24 Triple H.
leave Taker alone.
27?
It was more like Mark Calloway. So what if it was? He has earned the right that Undertaker is easy top 5 all time.
Yep.
Easy.
And undoubtedly Hall of Famer.
Easy top 5 all time. Undoubtable Hall of Famer. And on most people's list, he's going to be in the top 3. Because that's the kind of career he's put together. And a genre and a world, in the sports entertainment world, where most guys have to recreate themselves 50 times before their career is over, he had to do it once. During the Attitude Era, he changed himself up.
There's the American Badass.
He never did 8 million other things. He was the Undertaker, or he was the American Badass. That was it. And when the American Badass got stale, guess what he did?
Went back to the Undertaker.
Went back to the Undertaker. He didn't have to do anything else. He didn't have to rebrand himself again.
They hyped that shit up good too.
He's been there since the beginning. He's still a huge part of the company, I'm sure. The man gets a pass. He didn't cut a great promo. What do you want him to cut a promo about? He hasn't been involved in anything since Mania. What would you like him to cut a promo about?
That's all it comes back for. I can't blame the man. The man's
You
old.
want him to cut a promo for this Mania coming up? Because I don't. I really don't want to see him again.
I don't either, unless
And
it's
I
Hall
never-
of Fame.
No, I
Never
would love to
thought-
see the Undertaker again. I don't want to see him die.
I never thought I would say I didn't want to see The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I don't want to see him at this WrestleMania. Unless it's him just showing up for the fans or something, I don't want to see him in a match. Because I'm afraid that with every Mania that comes and every match he puts himself in, it's just more of a risk for something horrible to happen to that man in the ring.
And you can see from each Mania after 29, it's just been getting worse and worse with him when it comes to in-ring performance.
He blew out a hip, his collarbone, had a stroke.
Concussion. No,
Concussion.
Stroke was at 27, and even
Still
after,
happened.
even after 27 for 28 and 29, it was great. But afterwards, it just got worse and worse.
At
And
27
And the only other thing I guess I didn't like was that you had JR and Jerry Lawler there. We didn't get to hear them that much, though, because they were on the old school set. So, I mean, but again, you're nitpicking with that. Because they didn't have to do that at all. They didn't have to give us that nostalgia kick real quick.
I would have loved to hear fucking JR. Stone Cold! Oh my God, Stone Cold!
So, to me, Raw's 25th anniversary was
Great.
a great success. I thought it was great.
I loved it.
Minus the ending, thought it was a great show.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
yeah.
So, now we'll preview NXT, what is it? Takeover what?
Philly.
Takeover Philly. Anybody know who's fighting who?
I will pull up the
Oh,
card.
great. Yeah, now you're going to pull it up. Because we didn't talk about this before we even came on or anything.
Takeover Philly card.
We got to get a new information guy.
Yeah.
You want the job?
Sure.
Okay.
We're not getting Brandon, though.
Alright, so we're going to start from
The first match.
this match.
That would be where I would start.
Cassius Ono versus the Velveteen Dream.
That sounds pretty good.
Ooh, look, it's a guy with a horrible gimmick and a fat guy.
Alright,
Joey, ladies and gentlemen.
my pick to win. Velveteen Dream.
Same.
Hands down.
I'm going with the guy stuck in the 70s. Yeah, Velveteen Dream.
Fuck
Absolutely.
yeah. Up next for the tag team titles, Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Authors of Pain.
Undisputed Era.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say
Authors are
Undisputed
going
Era.
up.
I'm going to go normally I go Authors of Pain on
Normally.
this. But with all the talk that they're going up real soon,
It's gotta be Undisputed.
it's going to be Undisputed Era.
Up next for the women's title, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
Now, shit like that gets hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
this is gonna get.
However, there are rumors that Ember Moon will be in the Royal Rumble.
So I gotta say Shayna.
Just off of that, I would say Shayna.
Not just that, but also, you know how they want the WWE 4 horsewomen versus the UFC.
Right, you have to have them start winning some matches and being a force. Otherwise, it's just 4 women who showed up and don't know what the fuck they're doing, getting in there with 4 girls who are arguably Hall of Famers already.
Yep.
So I'm going to say Baszler. Just like I said, based off of that, I've heard Ember Moon will be one of the 30 women in the Rumble. So
I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna be the wild card here. I'm gonna say Ember Moon to retain. Someone's gotta disagree. Up next, Aleister Black versus Adam Cole in an Extreme Rules match.
this is going to be a absolutely insane match.
It is gonna be an insane.
They
match.
are going to steal the show, plain and simple.
And they might kill each other too. But okay.
This is a tough one, though.
It is a tough one.
Nobody's hotter in NXT right now than Aleister Black.
But on the same time, you got Adam Cole, who's also on the rise, too.
He is. Cole's arrival on NXT, though, to me, was fucked up.
Yeah.
Because they had him arrive, attack the champ, and then they completely removed him from the championship picture.
Yeah.
Well, why do you attack the champ then?
Agreed.
It was just weird to me, you know? It was like they rushed him in, and then they went, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe we don't want to do that. Let's just hold on. Let's take our time."
Thought it would have made more sense. I kind of saw it as like the same thing. They did
However,
with
if I'm correct,
Owens.
neither man has lost yet in NXT, correct?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think either one of them has lost yet in NXT. So, I'm going to guess the winner of this becomes the new number 1 contender.
Yes. I'm gonna assume.
Based off of that, and off of Undisputed Era already having the tag titles, I'm going to go with Adam Cole. I think they're going to try and build Undisputed Era as a faction
I believe so.
even bigger. They're all going to hold gold at one point. Then they'll all drop it at one point, and they'll move up to the main roster. I don't think they want to keep Adam Cole on NXT very long.
No.
I think they know the kind of star power he has right now, and they're going to want to move him on up. Aleister Black, it doesn't hurt him to lose to Adam Cole.
No.
I'm gonna
So-
say Adam Cole just for the fact that you have like the Undisputed Era. Yeah, they have their match, but it's also no DQ. Like Extreme Rules, they could be a huge factor in how
Absolutely.
he
Yes, they
loses.
could.
That could be why they made it no DQ.
Yeah,
And the final match.
you
You
didn't
didn't
give
make
your
your
opinion.
pick.
Oh, Adam Cole.
Thank you. Final match.
Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT title.
Who's champ right now? Cien Almas, right?
Yes, Cien Almas.
Yeah, Gargano's winning.
Yeah,
Think so?
Absolutely. Ciampa's due back.
anytime now.
Gargano's winning, and they're going to reignite that DI. Why else do you put Gargano in this match?
You have a point.
Why else? Not that long ago, he just lost to Cien Almas, didn't he?
Yeah,
So why put him in this position?
You
You
have
could
a
have
point.
moved him on to 205 or anywhere by now. He's popular enough. You could have moved him on up. Why keep him
You have a
around?
point.
Because they're going to put that title on him, and it's going to be him and Ciampa for the title. The only way Gargano loses this match is if Ciampa returns at Takeover and interferes in the match.
Got a point.
now Rumble.
With that said,
You guys didn't make your picks.
with that
Oh.
said,
Gotta agree with you, Gargano, pretty much.
I'm gonna go Almas. Moving on to the Rumble. United States title match: Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler.
Wait, they actually announced
Is
that?
that official?
I didn't hear that at
It
all.
says it.
It's listed on their website?
It's listed on CBS. WWE.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that either.
He didn't show up at SmackDown. That's weird.
They didn't even announce a match for it.
No, that's strange. All right. We'll pick it anyways. I'm going to have to go with Rude. Even though Ziggler's got this
Yeah, agreed.
whole hype train and the weird mystique going on with him disappearing and coming back, I think this glorious run with him in the U.S., it's going to stick for a while. He's going to
Yeah.
hold that belt for a while. They're going to want to see how he does and how the crowd reacts to him as a champ. And this is just the beginning for Bobby Roode. I really firmly believe that Triple H sees himself in Bobby Roode and
Oh,
wants to take him to higher levels, but he wants to test him first. So I'm going to go with Bobby Roode.
I'll have to second that.
I'm not sure this is an actual match. Maybe the website just put it as a possible thing. But
be.
if it actually is a match and it actually is happening, I'm going to say Rude. I'm still sketchy about it, though.
Moving on, Intercontinental Championship rematch: Roman Reigns versus The Miz.
Yeah, I'm going The Miz.
Yeah. I don't want to see the point of him getting the title on
It's
Raw
big.
just to lose it again.
They've already said
They've already announced
Miz-
Roman versus Lesnar at Mania. So
Miz-
it's like
not Miz. Roman doesn't need the title. He's moving on. They've made their decision. They get it. No longer are they worried about who's booing and who's cheering. Roman moves the needle, plain and simple. People watch when he's on. So they're moving forward with this, and Roman doesn't need that title. He's going to be moving on to bigger and better things. And I've already heard from a lot of sources that Miz is due for a huge, huge match
At
at
Mania.
Mania for the Intercontinental title.
yeah.
Who it's going to be, I'm going to go ahead and guess their plans are Jericho right now.
Probably.
And it's going to be to decide who's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Makes
kinda
sense,
thing.
It does
considering
make sense.
Miz has 8-time world title and Jericho's 9.
Yeah, they both.
It
have-
would be a great match,
right.
actually.
So that's what I'm going to go ahead and guess it is, but we'll wait and see. But I definitely think the Miz
Yeah, I'm
is
sticking
keeping
Miz.
his title.
The next match isn't even happening anymore due to recent events with Enzo Amore. And that's the Cruiserweight title match. So,
Yeah, and we don't know who's filling in yet.
yeah.
We
No
won't.
idea
Well,
who-
actually, no. Wait. We should know. Did anybody watch 205 Live?
No.
Because the Rumble is this week, correct?
No.
Yes, this Sunday.
I believe.
Might be a Tommy.
When did they release Amore?
Tuesday.
Just this Tuesday? Okay, then no. This will not be decided at the Rumble then. They're going to decide it next week on 205 Live. So we won't have any clarity with this situation until well after the Rumble's over. So,
So moving into the SmackDown tag title match, Usos versus American Beta. 2 out of 3 falls.
yeah,
Usos.
that makes it hard.
I gotta say Usos.
I don't see them losing to American Beta, to be honest.
I see a team being called up from NXT
Yeah.
taking it, like
2 out of
Sanity or
3.
Authors.
2 out of 3 falls to me is a definitive statement that you're the better team. I don't see American Beta making that statement against the Usos, who are future Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I gotta say,
So
Usos.
I'm going Usos.
Moving on to the Raw Tag Team title match. Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus The Bar.
Bar.
I wish I told you I was confident in that pick. I really did. However, I'm just not. I'm really not because, and I know everybody's seen the same signs I've seen, the curb stomp being back, all that. You kind of think, is Rollins moving towards the singles push? And I hope it is. I hate Jason Jordan.
Everyone hates Jason Jordan.
I'd be happier with them putting him in a kendo stick match, handcuffing him to the post and letting 30 men take their turns at him. I'll go with The Bar, but I'm not confident with the pick right now.
I gotta go with The Bar.
I'm going with The Bar just because God, Rollins and Jordan is terrible to me.
WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I'm going AJ.
Yeah.
It's
too obvious.
It's too obvious to have Sammy and Kevin win right now. AJ hasn't gotten over on them yet. They've beaten him every time out. So the obvious thing is obviously in a 2-on-1 situation, they're going to win.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen in that match. Shane or Daniel's going to get involved. Something's up. AJ's going to win.
Universal Championship match. Brock versus Braun versus Kane.
Brock
Brock.
all the way.
Brock.
Nope.
Braun.
Brock's winning. He's pinning Kane.
I see it as Braun pinning Kane.
The only way I don't know. I don't see Brock losing because I believe, like I said, the Rumble winner's coming from SmackDown, and Elimination Chamber will be where they decide a number 1 contender for Brock's title at Mania.
Women's Royal Rumble match.
Fuck.
Do we need to have this discussion?
We really don't.
But you don't know who's going to be in it. I mean,
No, I
obviously
don't.
on paper, Asuka.
I
But
don't
you
know
can't
who's
really
gonna be in it,
account
and
for
I've
the.
heard,
You can't
I've
really
heard
account
Ronda
for the
Rousey's
surprises.
going to be in it, and I've heard Trish Stratus is going to be in it. And
I heard everybody from their mother is
It
going to be in
looked
this
like
freaking
Trish
match.
Stratus was going to be in it when she showed up at Raw. She's in shape. She looks
Yeah.
great. It looked like a lot of those girls were going to be in it. I've heard a ton of the women from NXT are going to be in it. You know what? I don't care if they resurrect Chyna and throw her in the ring. Asuka's still going to win.
I have to agree with that. Your pick?
You cannot.
I just said Asuka.
Okay.
You cannot derail the Asuka train. Not
Okay,
right now.
not
She's on a steamroll. There's too much hype behind her being unbeatable. If she loses anything right now, it's going to kill her momentum.
Yeah. Final match. The Men's Royal Rumble.
This is the one that's still up in the air for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's still way up in the air for me, and I don't think we have a lot of time to talk about it.
We don't.
Nope, we got like a minute to get this done. So.
Yeah.
we do.
So why don't we just go with our predictions over who we know's in it?
So just make your pick.
Nakamura.
Same.
I'm going Nakamura. I still stick to it. I still think the winner's coming from SmackDown, and I still think we're going to get AJ versus Nakamura at Mania, and this is the only way it's going to happen. So that's the best pick I got right now, with my dark horse, if you will, being John Cena. My dark horse is Cena because he can challenge anybody if he wins.
Yeah.
So he's my dark horse. But that's pretty much it. FTW Entertainment, we are thanking you for being here. Make sure to go look at the POC show where him and our other brother act like morons. And check
Yellow
out Dead
us.
Entertainment. Look for my long-awaited debut over there. And until next time, we proudly say to you, fuck yeah!
Don't ever do that again.
No, good God. Have a great day. Wow.